Every one of these repair bills started the same way. A Ford owner walked into a shop with a symptom. The shop diagnosed it, replaced parts, charged accordingly, and the problem came back because nobody looked here first. The PCV valve is the most misdiagnosed source of engine problems on turbocharged Ford F-150s. Not because it's complicated, because it's easy to overlook, and because the symptoms it creates look exactly like more expensive problems. Plugs, coils, rings, gaskets, fuel system. All of those diagnoses chased, paid for, and ultimately wrong, while a $30 part sat unchecked under the hood. 10 symptoms, each one routinely blamed on something else. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to look for and exactly what to do before you hand anyone a single dollar. The 30-second explanation that changes everything. Your engine creates pressure as it runs. Every combustion cycle pushes some exhaust gases past the piston rings down into the crankcase, the bottom of the engine. This is called blow-by. It happens in every engine. It's normal. The PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation, is the system that manages this pressure. It routes those blow-by gases back into the intake manifold to be burned, while keeping pressure inside the engine balanced. When it works, your engine breathes properly, burns cleanly, seals stay sealed. When it fails, clogs with sludge, sticks open, or its hose hardens and cracks, pressure builds, oil migrates, the air-fuel ratio gets disrupted, and 10 different symptoms appear, each one pointing at a different system, while the PCV valve sits there unchecked. On the 2.7-liter and 3.5-liter EcoBoost engines in the F-150, this failure is amplified by the turbocharger. More boost pressure means more crankcase blow-by. More blow-by means more load on the PCV system, and more PCV failures, especially after 100,000 miles. Here's what those failures look like. Symptom number 10, the check engine light that comes and goes. It comes on during a highway drive. You note it. 2 days later, it's gone. You breathe. Assume it was a glitch. It wasn't a glitch. When the PCV valve sticks or its hose cracks, unmetered air enters the intake manifold. The ECU detects the airflow anomaly, lean conditions, crankcase ventilation irregularities, and fires a check engine light. The most common codes, P0171 and P0174, running lean, bank 1 and bank 2. Sometimes a direct crankcase ventilation code. Here's why it disappears. Ford's ECU can temporarily adapt to minor lean conditions across a few drive cycles, smoothing out the readings enough to extinguish the light. But the valve is still stuck. The hose is still cracked. The condition hasn't resolved. A $30 to $50 OBD2 scanner plugged under your dash reads and stores codes even after the light goes dark. If the history shows P0171, P0174, or any crankcase ventilation code, that light wasn't a glitch. On most EcoBoost F-150s, the PCV valve lives on the right side valve cover. With the code in hand, you're already halfway to the diagnosis. Don't clear the code and drive on. Read what it's telling you. Symptom number 9, rough idle and surging RPMs. You're at a stoplight. Nothing unusual about the drive that got you there, but the truck is vibrating. Not dramatically, not enough to feel dangerous, just enough to feel wrong. The tachometer needle that should sit perfectly still is bouncing up, down, up, in a steady, uncomfortable rhythm. This is what an EcoBoost with a failing PCV valve feels like at idle. Here's the mechanism. At idle, the air-fuel ratio runs at its most precise calibration. A small vacuum leak, which is exactly what a cracked PCV hose creates, introduces unmetered air into that precise mixture. The ECU compensates, adjusts fuel trim, compensates again. The engine chases balance it can't quite find. The result? Bouncing RPMs, rough running, vibration at rest. Plugs get replaced, coils get checked, throttle body gets cleaned, and the idle is still rough, because none of those repairs address the unmetered air entering through a cracked PCV hose. Replace the valve and hose together. On an EcoBoost F-150 with this symptom, that repair, done in under an hour in a driveway, has resolved rough idle immediately in case after case after case. Symptom number 8. Hesitation and misfires under acceleration. The truck feels lazy. Not slow, lazy, like it's dragging through acceleration instead of pulling through it. Press the throttle and there's a pause, a stumble, a loss of confidence. Sometimes the scanner shows a misfire code on top of it. The diagnostic path most shops take is ignition system. Plugs replaced, coils replaced, hundreds of dollars. Truck still feels lazy. Here's what actually happened. The failing PCV valve created a lean condition, more air than fuel entering the combustion chamber. Under the increased load of acceleration, that lean imbalance is magnified enough to cause incomplete combustion. The ECU reads it as a misfire. The ignition system gets blamed, but the ignition system fired exactly when it was supposed to. There just wasn't enough fuel in the mixture to complete the burn. Fix the fuel mixture. Fix the misfire. Fix the fuel mixture by fixing the PCV. On turbocharged EcoBoost engines, where boost amplifies every air-fuel imbalance, this pattern is especially common on higher mileage trucks. A 3.5-liter F-150 north of 100,000 miles with hesitation and misfire codes should have a PCV inspection before a single ignition component gets touched. Symptom number 7. Blue or gray smoke from the exhaust. Blue smoke is a symptom that triggers the most expensive misdiagnoses, because blue smoke means oil burning, and oil burning means to most people piston rings or valve seals, both requiring deep engine work, both expensive. But here's what blue smoke actually requires: oil getting somewhere it shouldn't be. A failed PCV valve creates a path for exactly that. When the valve clogs and crankcase pressure builds, oil vapors get pushed into the intake manifold and combustion chamber. They burn with the fuel. Blue or gray smoke appears, especially at idle and during acceleration. On EcoBoost engines, the turbocharger compounds this. More boost pressure increases crankcase blowby. More blowby means more load on the PCV system, and more PCV failures, especially after 100,000 miles. Before any teardown is considered for blue smoke, inspect the PCV valve, hose, and the oil separator on EcoBoost applications. Replacing those components, total cost under $60, has resolved blue smoke in EcoBoost F-150s that looked like internal engine failures. Check the $30 fix before authorizing the $3,000 diagnosis. Symptom number 6. Oil disappearing with no leak. A quart every 2,000 to 3,000 miles. No puddle under the truck, no oil stain in the driveway, no visible external leak anywhere. The oil is going somewhere, and there's no external evidence of where. When the PCV valve fails and crankcase pressure builds, oil doesn't just sit there, it gets pushed into the intake manifold, into the combustion chamber, where it burns invisibly alongside the fuel. No external leak, no visible smoke in many cases. Just an oil level that quietly drops between changes. Ford acknowledged this pattern directly. Technical Service Bulletin 19-2280 specifically addresses elevated oil consumption in 2.7-liter EcoBoost engines and ties it to PCV system function. If your F-150 is consuming oil with no external leak, before you accept a diagnosis of piston ring wear or internal failure, replace the PCV valve and hose and monitor oil consumption for the next 3,000 miles. In a significant number of cases, consumption returns to near normal because the oil was never burning through worn rings. It was escaping through a pressure system that wasn't doing its job. Symptom number 5. Oil seeping from gaskets and seals. Oil seeping from the valve cover, a damp patch at the front of the engine. The instinct, aging gaskets. Replace them. Sometimes gaskets do wear out, but there's a question worth asking first. Why is a gasket that was holding fine suddenly not holding? Gaskets and seals are designed to hold against normal crankcase pressure. When PCV failure allows that pressure to build beyond design limits, it pushes against every seal in the system. Gaskets that had years of life remaining start weeping under pressure they were never meant to handle. Replace those gaskets without addressing the PCV, and the new gaskets start weeping under the same excess pressure. The repair doesn't hold. The leak returns. Another shop visit. Another bill. The correct repair sequence: replace the PCV valve and hose first. Allow crankcase pressure to normalize. Then evaluate whether the gaskets actually need replacement or whether eliminating the excess pressure resolved the seeping entirely. Symptom number 4. Sludge under the oil cap. Take 30 seconds right now. Pop the hood on your F-150. Remove the oil filler cap. Look at the underside. If you see dark, thick, gooey buildup, something between caramel and tar clinging to the cap and around the opening, that is sludge, and it tells you the PCV system has been compromised for a while. When the PCV valve clogs and can't properly vent crankcase gases, moisture, unburned fuel vapor, and oil mist accumulate inside the engine instead of being routed out through the intake. Combined with heat cycles and time, it thickens into sludge. Short trip driving accelerates it dramatically. Engines that never fully warm up generate more moisture contamination, and a failing PCV system that can't vent that moisture creates sludge faster. Sludge isn't just cosmetically alarming, it physically obstructs oil passages. It starves bearings and cam journals of the lubrication they need. It accelerates wear on every internal surface it contacts. Finding sludge early is a manageable situation. New PCV valve and hose, fresh oil and filter, possible flush first. Finding it late after it has clogged oil galleys and starved bearings is an engine rebuild conversation. Check the oil cap today. As the engine warms and rubber expands slightly, the truck may eventually hold idle on its own, making the diagnosis even harder to trace. Seized PCV valves removed from F-150s exhibiting this exact symptom have been found completely immobilized. Oil sludge hardened around the valve mechanism, locking it in position. Replacement of the valve and hose, in some cases under $40 in parts, has resolved cold start stalling immediately. Stalling and hard starts rank number 1 on this list, not because they're the first symptom that appears, but because they're what all the previous symptoms were building towards. Every warning before this one was the engine asking for help. This is the engine demanding it. The complete DIY fix. Everything described in this video is fixable in your driveway. Here's the complete process from start to finish. Step 1. Scan before you touch anything. A $30 to $50 OBD2 scanner under the dash reads active and stored codes P0171, P0174. Crankcase ventilation codes document everything before the repair. This baseline confirms what you're fixing and lets you verify the fix afterward. Step 2. Locate the PCV valve on 2.7 liter and 3.5 liter EcoBoost F-150s, right side valve cover. Follow the hose from the cover to the intake manifold. Step 3. Inspect before replacing. Squeeze the hose along its full length. It should be pliable. Stiffness, cracking, or oil coating on the outside signal replacement needed. Remove the valve. It should move freely when shaken. A valve that rattles is worn. A valve that doesn't move is seized. Step 4. Test vacuum. Engine running. Finger over the end of the PCV hose. You should feel clear, consistent suction. Weak or absent suction confirms a clogged valve or collapsed hose. Step 5. Replace both the valve and hose together. Never replace one and leave the other. If the valve failed, the hose has been under the same age and heat cycles. Total parts, $30 to $50. Time, 30 to 60 minutes, depending on access. Step 6. Clear codes and monitor. Clear stored codes after replacement. Drive normally for several cycles. Return codes indicate additional vacuum leaks elsewhere in the system. For EcoBoost F-150s beyond 100,000 miles, proactive PCV valve and hose replacement every 60,000 miles prevents every symptom on this list before any of them appear. 10 symptoms, 1 part, $30. Every single symptom on this list has sent Ford F-150 owners to shops where they paid hundreds, sometimes thousands for repairs that didn't fix the underlying cause because nobody checked the PCV valve first. That changes today. You know what to look for. You know what the codes mean. You know how to test it, replace it, and verify the fix. A PCV valve replaced proactively at 60,000 miles costs $30 and an hour on a Saturday. A PCV valve ignored until an engine fails costs significantly more than that. Know the difference. If this changed how you'll approach your next symptom, subscribe and drop in the comments. Which of these symptoms have you seen on your Ford? How long did it take you to trace it back to the PCV? The owners who catch this early are the ones whose trucks are still running strong at 200,000 miles. We'll see you in the next one.